Now in our ski school, we learn from a traverse position how to make a stem Christie. Start the upper ski in a stem or half snowplow position, while the downhill pole is planted to help you lift the inner ski and place it parallel to the outer ski. The turn is made by steering the hips, legs, and feet, and ending with a body downward motion. The stem Christie is the halfway mark between snowplow turns and pure parallel Christies. After you have progressed to pure Christies, you are apt to say, why not skip the stem Christies and make a shortcut? Outwardly, this may sound reasoning, but the true teacher knows that only the stem Christie will quickly develop the reflexes properly for the advanced pure Christie. So be sure to drill hard on the stem Christies. It pays off in the long run. From the stem Christie instruction of your lesson, Ski Master Rial Charette now demonstrates a series of linked stem Christies. As we said before, stem Christies make good body trainers for the mechanics of more advanced ski turns. Notice how Rial puts in a short traverse between each stem Christie turn. This is done purposely to allow pupils a bit of extra time to collect themselves in preparation for the next linked turn. Our young ski demonstrators show us again how this smooth stem and swinging technique is performed. A down, up, down motion of upper body accompanies the turning action of feet. Now the world's champion woman skier, Miss Lucille Wheeler, shows us her style in these linked stem Christies. Being a racing competitor, Miss Wheeler has trouble in slowing down for this time-consuming turning action. Her highly trained responses instinctively demand faster turning than these stem Christies afford. So we present a racing turn or faster type than the stem Christie. It is called the step Christie. Its difference is obvious. Here's Rial with the pure or parallel Christie. The stem eliminated. The body is lowered, and a strong pivot is made off the planted pole. In the pure Christie, both skis are displaced simultaneously from beneath the skier and thrust to the side. Only from a series of high-speed Christies can you know the full joy of terrestrial flying. Experts like Miss Wheeler soon learn to use their ski poles to help them in many ways. Lucille can change direction like lightning by pivoting off a grounded pole. Here's another example of pole action, linking Christies with quick, fast pole pivots. One of Miss Wheeler's specialties in pole work is called picking. When speed and momentum get slack, especially in slalom racing, her picking action can easily save the necessary seconds of time needed to win a race. The latest wrinkle in ski techniques is called wadeling. Wadeling is a German word meaning wiggle, and it's as tricky as a new dance step, but twice as hard to execute. This is the way to practice vadling. You can readily see how the coordination of reflexes calls for instinctive maneuvering between pull, body, and eyes. Actually, vadling is simply a quick turn in the fall line using a pull for a pivot. Vadling is a high-speed method of avoiding ruts and bumps, often called moguls. Notice how the skis are thrust to either side from beneath the body. There are plenty of body mechanics used here that definitely fool the most discerning eyes. Perhaps the Hawaiian hula dance has something in common with this latest ski movement. Once you learn how to vadle, you can run through a patch of difficult snow. Miss Wheeler makes vadling a fine art, and she likes it immensely as an exercise device. Vadling has given prominence to the use of ski poles in downhill skiing. We can prove that vadling has something natural in its favor, for here is a 2.5-year-old snowcat who learned to vadle before he could walk or talk. You know, folks, if I weren't an old vadler myself, I'd swear this child was giving it a lot of wiggle with a little waggle. With today's overworked and eroded ski track, the practice of vadling is almost a necessity. Lucille always makes a dashing figure as she vadles through lumpy terrain with driving confidence and without hesitation. Her pole work is matchless, and her timing and accuracy is the envy of all male skiers. Riel Charette and all ski school directors proclaim ski skating as a method of locomotion worth knowing. It's performed almost exactly like ice skating. Each stride on one ski is made by pushing from the other on alternating oblique angles to your straightaway intended line. You need confidence, but you must not fear lifting each ski from the snow while riding the other alone. Ski skating is a quick way to get over level or nearly flat terrain. Skating can also be used as a trick way to change direction slightly and pick up some speed at the same time. Another modified method of skiing is called sidestepping a turn. It's used to circle or cross a slope without losing as much elevation as you would in a traverse. This sidestepping practice is especially favored in crusty snow. Now our instructors demonstrate how the traveling skier jumps or lifts himself into the air. First, the body crouches as low as possible, and the flexed knees push the body upward in a springing action. Old skiers are forced to jump or be airborne sometimes, so a good lifting technique can prevent many bad clobbers. Try to keep the body compact and under control. Don't reach or stretch for distance. Balanced landings are more desirable than any kind of spectacular takeoff. When landing, the knees absorb the shock by flexing under the lowering body, which seeks a low center of gravity for balance. If airborne distance is needed, the poles can aid the arms to augment the takeoff power.